morning, everybody, and welcome to Darvanalee Designs Studio. For those that don't know, my name's Nicole, and today we're here for some crafty productivity sprints. And I just need to pause that for just a moment. I just want to make sure that it was all working, and it is. All right, so how is everybody today? Are we ready to get some crafting in? I have brought quite a bit to work on today. Today I'm going to work on getting some things finished, and I brought my crochet just in case I finish it, because I don't have a lot to do on the projects that I have. So I'm definitely going to be working whips today. I have 2 table runners that I need to do some hand quilting on, and I have a little pillow, cross-stitch pillow, which will be available for sale soon, as I've finished it, taken photos, and checked all the things that I need to check before putting it out to the public. So yeah, I have all that sort of underway at the moment, and I need to sort of get that finished. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to having that all done. Now, let us know in the comments what you're working on today, and also, you know, or are you just chilling out? Are you reading a book? Are you doing some craft? Or are you just, you know, relaxing and doing absolutely nothing? Because that's also productive as well, because sometimes we need to do that. I just need to check a few things, and then we can get stuck straight into it. So as I said, leave me a comment down below. Also, give me a thumbs up while you're down there as well. Let me just put this over into the what do you call it, the Facebook page. Sorry, I was running a little bit late. So yeah, all right, let me just post that, and then that is done. I need another person to get me all happening. So yeah, all right, let's have a look and see who is joining us today. Sorry about that. I normally have that all done before, but anyway. Good morning to Rhea. Having my coffee to wake me up, and going to be reading a little bit, alternating between Neck Alley and KU. Awesome. Chrissy's also here. Happy stitching, crafting, sewing, reading, and all the things. We also have Toya here as well. Hello. Sadi is also here as well. How is everybody today? Jessica Kiwi's also here, listening to Silence of Bones and doing a bit of admin and then blobbing out. That sounds like a really good plan. I was supposed to do the intro to my vlog, so I will probably just have to quickly do that before I get into craft. And I think I actually forgot my needle threader, so I'll have to go out and grab that anyway. We also have Chantel here as well. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm actually doing really well. Still can't craft. Oh, I know, hun. You'll be back there before you know it. So I'll be reading and sprint hopping. Nice. Glad to hear it. Amberly's also here. I'll be reading and think I'm going to finally fix the heel of this sock. Nice. And we also have Lily here as well. I'm going to be working on my crochet raglan sweater. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. So I have things everywhere at the moment. I am reading, let me just pop that there. I am reading today Wicked Pleasures by Penny Bazenzi, and it's just a historical fiction, just sort of family saga, drama sort of thing of, you know, people that are more well off, think that they're hard done by, you know, all those sort of things. I'm sure their problems are very real to them as well, but I don't know that, you know, when you're, I don't know. I'm just going to leave it at that. I am just trying to find where I'm up to, because I was actually, so I'm in 1967 and 68 Christmas time we are in, and I think I'm up to about 120. Yeah, 117 I'm up to. I stopped it right at a thing that I wouldn't forget. They checked in to the plaza because they're having an affair under the name Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And I knew that that would stand out on the page to me. And so that has me at 117. And that's what I've just been listening to it each morning So that is my morning read at the moment, and which will give me a nice little break when the Women's Prize for fiction is announced, and I have to read all those books. So yeah, I have my coffee and I've spun my thing around again. So I'll just keep moving around. Eventually, I think I will be out in the craft room for sprints. The only reason I'm not out there right now is because this camera doesn't work on my computer out there because it doesn't have a USB-C. So I have to get an adapter for it, and then I'll be able to use it. So yeah. Kathy's also joined us from Wisconsin. Hello. Working in my sewing room today, and I tidied it up. I did trim and press and stack half square triangles. Finished a fat quarter, a shot-free Valentine's cross stitch. Wow, you had a very productive day today. I'm glad that you're here to join us. And what are you going to work on tonight? Or are you just going to keep, fluffing around in the studio and get it to so it's just right? Because everybody's nosy, I am about to make eggs on toast for lunch. Nice, that sounds good. Speaking of eggs, I got Savannah to grab me a whole bunch of eggs. They have trays of 30 at Costco here, and they're heaps cheaper. Well, they now have trays of 60 eggs, and they're only $21 for 60 eggs. Like, if I was to buy 5 dozen eggs, I'd be looking at close to $60. And I'm like, can you please just bring them up? And because I eat a lot of eggs, like I have scrambled eggs for toast, I'll have it for breakfast in the morning, like I'll have poached eggs in the morning. I mean, I don't eat eggs all day, every day, but I do eat a lot of eggs, and then all the baking. And I have mashed eggs up for sandwiches and stuff like that. And so as soon as she came here, I just dumped a whole heap into hard boil, and I have them for breakfast every morning. So I just grab a couple of eggs and I'm good to go. And yeah, and it doesn't affect your cholesterol at all. Because yeah. Before anybody goes, but what about your cholesterol? No, my cholesterol was, when I was eating eggs, like up to 4 or 5 eggs a day, because I was in the gym a lot and whatnot, and then have it in cooking and stuff like that. Yeah, my cholesterol was actually lower than it is now. So so yeah. I don't eat as many eggs now though, because I'm not in the gym. A little bit more evenly apportioned than last night's dinner. Okay, what did you do last night? It sounds like my dinner the other night. Yay for Penny Fazenzi. That's one of 3 of her books I haven't read. Yeah, I actually have quite a few now. You'd be quite surprised. I think I've got the other 2. I'm pretty sure I have the other 2 for the No Angel series, whatever that's called. And then I think I've got all but 3 of her books. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to double check that. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of her books. I'm just checking to see if there's none anywhere else. I have 12 of her books here. I got them all for $2. Bob got them for me. So that was pretty cool. Now, I know that we've got some bookish people here and people that follow me because of the Women's Prize for Fiction and all the rest of it. But if you head over to Dusty Book Sniffers, I've had a new video go up over there of my prediction of what I think. I'm trying to get into the psyches of the judges for this year. And yeah, so I have done my prediction list and it is now live. You can go and watch it. I should not have had coffee before I started talking. I think I'm going to have to give up coffee. It's not sitting well in my stomach anymore. I am not happy about that. I'm reluctant to do that. It's one of the things I really enjoy. Hey, Christina, how are you going? Thanks for being here. Now I'll be working on my Valentine cross stitch, free Friday cross stitch from Primrose Cottage for February. Nice. I've not looked at this one. I will have to go and look at that. I'm going to star that. Christina's telling us to do all the things. Don't forget to stretch, take your meds if it's the first thing that you've got to take, or before you go to bed. Make sure you check your laundry because you probably got sidetracked today, and make sure that you give the thumbs up, and also make sure that you hit that subscribe button or notifications, and then that way you're not going to miss out on anything. And if you've not been around for a bit, you probably noticed that I've been posting a lot on the craft channel. I have been posting daily vlogs, and it's been absolutely fantastic because I am getting so much. Like this year, I think every week this year so far, I've had something that I've finished, whether it be a cross stitch or made something with, blocks that have been floating around the craft room and all the rest of it. I think I was going to paint out the front. I've decided that I'm not going to do that. So basically I'm just going to put all of my quilt blocks and mini quilts and all that sort of stuff back up on the wall. So that is one of the next projects for next week. I still have not got into the diamond painting room this week. I've just been busy doing other stuff and stuck on the phone, and as much as I like to, I can't clean when I'm talking on the phone. It just doesn't work. I end up just walking around in circles. So I just, yeah, it'll get there when it gets there. Going to be stitching on my temperature tree. How's it going? It looks cute when you showed it. I like the look of it. Finished the Highland Witch. Really liked it. The roofie thing on our back porch fell. Also read the exception to the rule today, and now I just want to eat, relax for the evening. That sounds like a very good plan. Luckily, no one was injured in the disaster, but hubby can't help clean it up until after dark. Oh, okay, that's fair enough. And it's going to be really cold out there too. Hello, Monica. How are you? Good afternoon, everybody. Just started my lunch break. Hope everyone is well. Hope you're well too. Been MIA this week. Life is lifing at the moment. It happens. Check the Discord in the food bit. You'll see what I mean. Okay. What did you do? A bit like me the other night. I ordered pizza, but to get one pizza, it was like $28, the one I wanted. And I'm like, I don't want to pay $28 for a pizza to be delivered. Don't think it's big enough. No, I don't think so either. There needs to be more in that bowl. Oh, dear me. So yeah, so I got onto the app, and there was I'm just looking at Starlight Somber's post from February 17th. I don't know how I missed this. This is how I have you all. Very cozy, very ambient. I don't know what's going on there. There's a whole conversation anyway. I'm getting sidetracked. I'll get out of there right now because otherwise I'll get sidetracked. Good morning to Monica. Is it? Hang on, Chris. Who is? Is it morning? Is that how I'm supposed to say it? Good morning. Or is that morning, afternoon, and night? Chrissy, Monica, Jessica, Kathy, Lily, Amberly, Chantel, Sadia, Toya, Ria, and all the lurkers. This is my newest bookish one. Yes. I think I may work on the zigzag blanket today. Nice. And there was a foot of ice, 2 to 3 foot of snow on top of the main roof. It fell on the porch roofy thing. Big crash. Oh, dearie me. That's not good. I know. It's just sad because I'm so behind on my temperature blanket for last year, and it just puts me even more behind it. I just miss it. Yeah. But just think, like, you can get stuck into it once you're better and that. And it's probably not a bad thing to have a bit of a break and recuperate and rest and do all the things that you need to do. That. And just, you can come and hang here and hang out, and we'll keep you company. And think of all the reading you can get. Just swap that out for reading. And that. So, yeah. Good morning to Christina from Ria. And Emily's also saying good morning to Christina. And Jean has joined us. Hello, Jean. Oh, honey, you have a migraine? I wanted to start my shawl, but I can't take it. No. You need to go back to bed and darken your room and just relax. I'm so sorry that you've got a headache. Terrible weather coming your way because you're pretty much of a bit of a weather vane like that. I hope you feel better soon, hun. I'm so sorry that you've got a migraine. wet cloth over the head, just in the dark. It sounds like you just need to head off to bed. All right, so it's such a big book to pick up too. So I'm up to 117 of that, and I've just been listening to it in the morning, although I'm really starting to get into it now, and I'm thinking that I'm probably going to end up listening to more of it today. All right, so I have my trusty crochet basket. I now have my Kindle charged and in there with the pattern. I have all my hooks and everything in my basket, and the reason that I have picked it up is because that's how much I've got done of my my cowl, my Etta's cowl. I'm really liking it. It looks really good. It's coming together quite nicely, don't you think? Even if I say so myself. And yeah, so it's pretty easy to do. Now is, and I've also marked where I'm up to as well. So I've got a little, that's my little thread marker, my start of row. So that is now I'm at row 2. So it's a 2 to 5 repeat. And so, yeah, so now I know where I'm at because I was a little bit confused last week, but it's good because I found my little marker and I got that on there and now I know where I'm at. The other thing that I'm going to be working on today is, which I didn't get to last night. I was just too tired last night after yesterday. I am going to be working on a Christmas table runner. Let me just get that out of the way. So this has big stitch quilting on it. And wait, let me just put that up there before that goes. So that is what it looks like. I've done one tree and I'm moving on to the next tree. And yes, it is supposed to be upside down. And then I've got that. And then after I've finished quilting that, I'm going to go down the sashing here and here on either side and then all the way around. So I'm going to work on that in one of the 45-minute slots. So that is what I'm doing for that one. So I'm going to pop that down there. Pop that in there. The other thing that I need to do is, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it in this light. Well, I do have my light there. Is finish off my cross stitch. I'm FFOing this at the moment, so we've got like snow on the back, and we have this is all cross stitched. And if you've been watching my vlogs or whatever, you would have seen this pop up. Is it going to focus? There we go. So it's got a little bit of black work in it, and then it's got all crosses. You can actually put beads in these center ones here, but it's just a white cross, not that you can tell on the white fabric. And then I'm just trimming it up with a little bit of yarn to make it look a bit fluffy. But if you want to see all the updates and everything for what's happening in the studio, make sure that you do subscribe, and that way you can keep up to date with everything, because I do a check-in on anything that I've finished or worked on or anything like that. So I'm sewing this on, and the reason why I said I probably won't be able to work with this in this light, but I'm going to give it a go, is because, and you can't see that, but if you look at my thumb, you can see that there is a thread there. Okay, that is called invisible thread. You probably see it against it looks like hair. Can you see it? It looks like a little strand of hair. That's what I'm working with at the moment. And I hate toy fill. It gets everywhere. So that's what I'm working with at the moment to sew this on, so you can't see it. So where have I sewed it? Here. You can see here, like you can't, it just blends in, so you can't actually see it. So, and then I just go past and fluff it all out and all the things. So yeah, so that is what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to work on that first. But I do have to go and get my needle threader, and I didn't bring my needle in either. So I thought it was in this, but it's apparently not. So I've got to go out and get some needles and everything for that. The other thing that I'm going to try and get some stitches into, and this will wholly solely depend on time, is this. Anybody that's been around for a while go, oh shit, I forgot you got that. So this is another thing that I pulled out. It was so close to a finish. So this morning I have put the batting on it, and I've put the backing, which is this is all linen. And yeah, good on you, Nicole. You're supposed to do those pins up, not leave them so they stab you. So this has been all done by hand. The machine has not touched this at all. The only thing the machine's going to touch is the binding, because I've got to go through this fabric, the wadding, and then the backing, and plus 2 layers of binding fabric, and I don't want to hurt my hands. So I'm going to sew it on by let me just make me bigger. There we go. No, let me just, I know I can make myself bigger. Wadding. Anyway, didn't make it bigger. So anyway, that's what it's going to look like. I'm sure there's a big full screen one. Maybe it's that one. There we go. That's a bit better. You can see it a bit better. So that is all hand stitched down onto a foundation fabric, and which was calico. And basically now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this white thread, and I'm going to do a running stitch all the way around, and then the binding will secure here. And then I'm just going to go through and do little crosses or straight stitches all the way through, and adhere that all down to the backing. But and I've picked out my binding for it as well. I won't get to the binding today, or I might actually get to the binding this afternoon or something, but I won't get it done today. So that is one that is next up. So that is the last one that I'm going to work on. I'm going to work on the pillow and the table runner first, and then I will worry about everything else on that. So it's so terrible. Gets everywhere. So yeah, very frustrating, I can assure you. All right. Okay, yeah, morning, noon, and night. Thank you. Tried to go in person today, but only made it to lunch. Delivered the baby blanket, but didn't attend the shower. That's fair enough. Is that Les Mis? Who is that question to? Of course, my husband rings me. Just had to hang up on him. I don't know what this is, Jean. I'm not reading Les Mis at the moment. I've started it. I'm up to chapter 20, but I'm not reading that today. The cow looks fabulous. Thank you very much. Wood broke, lights fell off. Have to figure out how to let the dogs out, but tomorrow is another day. Yeah, that's it. It's another day tomorrow. All right. So that's what I'm going to work on. I'm going to just set the camera to 45 minutes. Going to go out and grab my needles and whatnot. I thought I grabbed them, but I didn't. Like, I was almost organized. No, that's not Les Mis. It's Wicked Pleasures. That by Penny Fazenti. So yeah, Les Mis stays. The Les Mis is there. That big thick book right there. It stays on the bookshelf, because if that drops on your foot, it's going to break it. So yeah, I was almost organized. So I've got my magnifiers in here, I've got my scissors, I've got my needle threader, but no needles. So I need to go and get them. They're outside. So yeah. When my phone charges a bit, I will send you some pics and show you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Would love to see it. And let me just add this to the stage. Okay, so we have our 45-minute timer. If you've not been here before, basically what's going to happen is I'm going to tilt the camera a little bit, because I don't have my boom in here at the moment. And I'm going to work on my projects, and I'm going to mute my my mic, and we're going to hyper focus on our project. So everybody goes quiet, and then we'll come back and chat for about 15 minutes, and then we'll do that, and we'll do that 3 times. And yeah, so then we will get some stuff done. So it's a really good time for me to catch up to as well. So that's why another reason why I do it. All right, let me just get the banners. Let me just add this to the bottom. Okay, and of course I'm going to mute my mic, and I will see you in 45 minutes. Happy sprinting, everybody. All right, we're back for our first sprint. I made a really bad choice in fabric for this table runner. It has like screen printed. It's a tone on tone, but it has like a screen printed print on it, and so it's a bitch to get a needle through. This is the only way to say it, but as you can see, I am getting the stitches done on it. That one was a little bit big, but I don't care at this point. But let me just show you. So I'm using my tailor's awl to start it because there's fabric on there where you don't need it. But when you come to where they've screen printed on it, it's quite hard to get the needle through. And because I'm using like thick thread as well, it's not helping. And this is all done by hand as well, even the borders. And I stuck myself and bled on my project. But I have a stuff to get rid of it. So you can see I'm just doing the big stitch. But see that white fabric? Let me just see if I can get it to come up with something. Yeah, that there, that's like a screen print paint on it. And it's such a hard, it's an effort to get through. And I think that's what stopped me from finishing this off to begin with. So, yeah. But I did do this. I got the little fluffy bit on the outside, which is good. And I also spoke to my husband. He's concerned about Narrowly. She wants to quit her job. And I'm like, you know what? Just let her quit. She's not happy. Just let her quit. Let her go do what she wants to do. She's 18. It doesn't matter. She's got plenty of time to recoup from it, and she can always come home. So, yeah. So, Narrowly, if you're watching, which you're probably not, or Savannah, if you're watching, tell your sister to quit her job. So, yeah, that's how it looks on the back, and then that's on the front, and that's the top and the bottom, and it's so cute. So, yeah, very good. Happy that is done. That's two. I'll go and grab my other little finish that I've had this week. I'll be right back. Just 1 second. I'll go grab it. I didn't bring it in with me. I don't know why I didn't bring it in, but anyway. Okay, so these are the other ones. So I haven't found a trim for this one, so I've just left it plain. So that's autumn. And then we have the spring one, which has like little pom-poms on it. And then I've got a smaller fluffy bit on the summer one. But I wanted to go extra fluffy on the winter, so it's like a little scarf. So yeah, and there's a Halloween one and all that. So I didn't finish these all this week, but they're the set that they go with, and they sit in a dough bowl. But this is the other one I finished this week. So it's a little trick-or-treat one. It's a Shannon Christine design, and I was part of the little ornament club, and basically I have a ton of these little charts that are just cute little ones. They're supposed to be ornaments, but I'm doing them as little pillows, so that's not really stuffed too hard. It's got a little house on the back, graveyard and pumpkins and stuff. And then the little the little dinosaur is so cute. So they're little kids that are dressed up for Halloween, and then I just put a fluffy one around it. That's pretty much how I like to finish all of mine. So yeah, so there's that one as well. And all cross stitch behind me, and all that sort of stuff. But I should get this finished around the trees in the next sprint, and that means that I'll be just doing a running stitch, which will be a lot easier when I'm doing the border, because it's not going on that screen printed fabric, which means that I should, by the third one, get to the other one. They sit in a dough bowl. Yeah, hang on, I'll go grab it. I'll show you what it looks like. So it's a bowl that you could serve food in it and all the rest of it, but in the days of past when people made bread, they had dough bowls, right? And so they usually were made of wood, and that's where it would sit in there and all that sort of stuff. So this sits on my buffet. This is raw, and I like it that way, but there's the Halloween one. There's a little pincushion, a little strawberry pincushion, and these are all things that I've designed. So I have a biscornu. I have some blackwork, a little pincushion. This one I didn't design. This is actually a pattern that I did, but it's a pincushion. It was from a retreat, and I got these bowls, and we finished them as a pincushion, but I don't want to use it as a pincushion, so I leave it in here. This was another pincushion that I did for that. These were stuff that were done in the magazine. And this is a biscornu. This is all blackwork with some French knots. And then I have a Halloween biscornu. It has little kitties on the back and little witches' hats on the front. And these were all the designs that I did for the magazine, except for that wooden bowl one. This was a Valentine's one. And this was a little strawberry for a smalls. I think this was in the first magazine I did, and it's got a little needle fob holder with it. And then the others will just sit in here as well. So this one's quite a big bowl, and this one, it was a little tutorial that I did. I should probably put that on the order. I actually like that one. I don't know where that is. I haven't seen it. But this was a raw edge applique with a bit of embroidery, little cushion that I did. And there's a fall one for our American friends that I did. That's in the magazine. So yeah, let me just put all these back in, and they just all just sit in here. And over time, you know, like I bring the whatever current season it is, I bring that to the, like, it'll sit so you can see it a lot better in the front. And then of course these all just, and it sits up near a wall as well, so they can also sit at the back as well. So, but basically that's sort of how they sit, and that just sits on my buffet. And yeah, and I just keep putting pillows in there. There's heaps more that I finished that I haven't turned into that. But my friend Gail got this. I can't even remember where she got it from. It doesn't say on the bottom. But yeah, so this is all hand carved and whatnot. And yeah, so I will just add little bits and pieces into it and all the rest of it. But there's the winter one. It sits in there now. And of course, because it's still summer, so the summer one's to the front. And then there'll be more of these to go in there. And then there'll be some, obviously, if it's a Christmas time and I've got a lot of Christmas pillows, I'll take all these out. I do have a Christmas one of these to stitch up. I don't actually have the cushion out done yet, so I've got to stitch that up. The ones that, this one here and these ones here and the Halloween summer, I did the Halloween. Did I? I can't remember. Anyway, I had a couple of model stitch stuff up for me as well. But so this one was stitched up by Jenny for the magazine because I just don't have time, and so was these two as well. But they're all part of the magazine. This one I stitched up myself. This one I stitched. That I stitched. That I stitched. Winter I've done, and I can't remember whether I did spring or whether I did Halloween. I can't remember. That one I've stitched. That one I done. Like, there's a couple in here that are done by model stitches. I supplied them with everything. That's why I still have them. Let me just get rid of this. Right. I can just stay at the back there. All right. That's huge. So, yeah. So that sits on my buffet, and then that way I have it there, and I can just put it gives me a place to put them, and I've got a round one as well. So if I want to get a round coffee table for the lounge room. So once I get that round coffee table, then that will sit on there, and I'll have another spot to put, because I've got a whole heap of other stuff that I want to finish as well. And then there's the flat folds that I do as well. So this is a flat fold. So it's like a little So they're good for like sitting on shelves and stuff. This is another one I've stitched. This is another pillow one. It's not my design though. So I've got these colors. I just couldn't decide what I wanted to put on the autumn one. That's why I don't have anything on it. So yeah, but I'm thinking I do like that, and I do like the other one. So yeah. Well, they're just scattered all around the house and whatnot. All right, let's have a look and see what everybody else got up to. I don't know where I was up to. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, being fancy like Applebee's and having bourbon chicken with shrimp and mashed potatoes tonight. Nice. That was a yummy lunch. Still hungry, so yogurt and passion fruit. Here I come. Nice. Jamie joins you in that sprint. I'm listening to Infectious Generosity. Still about 90 minutes left and still an excellent book and hoping to resume crochet in a couple of minutes. Emily says no knitting yet, but only about 10 pages left of this book, and I'll get the knitting once I've finished that. Chantel sprint hopped. Toya read 31 pages and getting ready to eat a hamburger and some fries. Yum. Had some breakfast, lunch, read a little bit, and now feeling quite full. So maybe food coma, nap coming on. The past a few weeks were tough in terms of food, but I think I'm getting hungry more, which is good. Love the little pumpkins. They sit in a dog bowl. Yep. Okay. So that's all that. They're really cute. We finished supper and now starting to stitch a bowl. Yes. Bowl. Dough bowl. They're cute. Thank you. That was not what I was expecting in the slightest. I thought a dough ball was like the pin cushions. No, dough bowl. Christina says, I see now. I like that as well. Do you miss the magazine? Yes, I do. Do I miss the stress of chasing up designers and all the rest of it? No, I don't. I do miss it, and I am actually considering maybe just doing my own designs in a magazine format or something once a year. We'll see how we go on that. It's just something that happens, and you have to make the right decisions, otherwise you'll go backwards very quickly. Thank you very much, Kathy. I appreciate it. Hi to Chris from Christina, and hello to Christina from Chris. I really like the season cushions. They are my favorite. Yeah, there's a few other ones that I want to do as well. Like there's going to be an Easter one and all that sort of stuff. I'm just trying to they're all the same. So basically the name's just the lettering's the same and all the rest of it. So it's like a group of them. And they're really easy to stitch as well. So, and they're repetitive, and the border, and it's just the colors that you pick that make them look slightly different. So yeah. Yes. This is heavy. Can I put it down now? See, it looks cute. Like you can see it in the background there. It's just sitting on the table there, and it sits on my buffet in the lounge room, and so it's just on display. And I've got other seasonal pieces that I've stitched there as well. So, but I don't know if I want to keep them there. So they'll end up getting moved. Right now, they're just sitting there. So yeah. Finished my lunch break, so back to work. Boo, so annoying because I'm reading this case of the Appleton Angels and I want to read it. Oh no, can you get it on an audiobook and just have it playing in the background? Sour passion fruit. Isn't it always sour though? I always find it a bit sour. It's a cold case murder mystery and it has cults. Oh, I just want to read. Sounds good. A gal bowl and a dough bowl are very different things. Yes, they are. Oops, just realized my video was behind. I was like, everyone is talking about cushions. They are so cute, Nicole. Thank you. Thank you so much. Also did a NetGalley review, thinking of reading a self-help next on a NetGalley. Nice. I think I'm going to be focusing on some non-fictions in NetGalley as well. So yeah. I think I need to do a bit of that. All right. Dough ball. I can spell honest. It's all right. I'm the same. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. I wish I could just read with my ears, but the book is mixed media, so got to see with my eyeballs to get the clues. Yeah, sure, Christina. All right, sure. I know you wonder sometimes with what I type in the chat. It's all good. It's all good. All right, we have got to the bottom of the comments. We had a little bit of show and tell. Let us get back to our craft, and let's see if I can't get this table runner done and dusted. I mean, I'm not going to get the binding on today because I still haven't decided with that one what binding I'm going to put on. I may have to go and get some because I don't think I've got the right color for it, but I haven't looked in my stash yet, so I still may be able to find something. But I'm hoping that I'll get it done in the next 45 minutes, and then that'll be a very productive one, and then I can move on to the sashiko, because that one's not going to take very long at all, because it's just around the outside, and then there's just crosses sporadically, like about 3 or 4 fingers apart, and maybe even just a stitch here and there, because the simple fact is that it's going to be a lot easier to do it that way. So yeah, I don't really need to do that much in there, but yeah, I'll just see how I go. It'll be what I might actually just I don't know. Can I just tie it, perhaps? Yeah, I'll play it by ear when we get back. No drugs today, although maybe I should take some. Oh, yeah, your lower abdomen hurts. Oh, no. It's cloudy here today, but no rain yet. We were supposed to get rain yesterday, and I kept getting these notifications. I'm like, I don't know who's looking out the window right now or where they are, but they're definitely not in Kingaroy because the sun is shining and there ain't no rain. So I don't know what was going on. For a moment there, it looked like we were going to get some, but it cleared really quickly. Good morning, Lois. How are you? Finally made it to another craft productivity sprint. I'm working on the Fox and a Rabbit mystery sale today. Nice. Very nice. So you've got January and February. March is coming out soon. It's hot and muggy over in Jess's neck of the woods. Not good. Not good. I was watching the I think it's called Cyclone Oz channel yesterday. It popped up and it was talking about a cyclone. It looks like there's something developing in the Coral Sea in the next couple of weeks, and I think it's going to go to, they said they think it's going to go towards like Vanuatu and the Solomon Islands. So I reckon both our weathers are going to be a bit squiff that over the next couple of weeks. So yeah. You're muggy. I have ice crushing my house. Yeah. That's not good. That's not good. I decided to come up. Good on it. I'm thinking of DNFing everyone on this train is a suspect. It's not really reading as well as I'd like it to be honest. I think I had my hopes up too high for this one. Yeah, that sometimes happens. That can sometimes happen to our reading. Like you go in with high expectations. That's why I don't read synopses anymore, because it was setting the bar for something and then I was just disappointed. So now I just go into books blindly and enjoy them for what they are. But occasionally I get a book and I'm like, what the hell am I reading? And, I have to DNF it. So, yeah. Next one is coming out on March 1st. I'm in Melbourne helping with the grandkids while the daughter swans around Europe for work. So like a swans around Europe. La-di-da. Oh, dear me. Christina, maybe we should do a house swap. Son has to sleep in the living room tonight as it is blocking his fire escape. Oh, that's fair enough. Yeah, that's fair enough. All right, let us go back and add the banner. We're going to mute our mics now, and we're going to focus on our next one. And we will, we'll be back in 45 minutes. Christina didn't even have to think about that, Jess. She's just like, okay, Jessica, done. She's on the plane, already on her way. All right, I'm going to start the timer and I will see you on the other side of 45. Happy crafting, everyone. Oh, that bloody hurt. I just stepped myself. Oh, how did we all go during that sprint? Oh, it hurt. All right, I started stitching around the outside. It's all the trees are now stitched. So I have gone along here. When did I start? I started under this tree here, and I've gone all the way down and then down one of the short sides, and I've just turned the corner onto that last long side. So I should get it finished by the end of these sprints. I'm not really happy with how it's sitting, but it's all right. It's going to get washed and it'll be fine. It's just going to come out once a year and it'll be okay. I've never done everything with by hand before, so it's the first time doing it. I was looking for my thread conditioner because I think that'd be easier to pull it through, but I don't know where that is. So it is what it is. So I'll just persevere. It's getting a little bit easier. So yeah. It's all right. Just experimenting, so that's all that matters, right? How did everybody else go? I think it looks all right. I'm pretty happy with it. Like from a distance, it looks great. Just don't get up too close to it. And I'm slowly taking the pins out as well, which is good because I'm not getting caught around it now. So, yeah, I haven't listened to my book. On Thursdays I tend to. I did listen to a little bit of my book this morning, but during crafty sprints, I tend to not listen to anything. I just enjoy the peace and quiet, and stitch away and just, get engrossed in my, be present with my craft, so to speak. So, yeah. I will probably end up moving on. I think I might end up moving on to the Sashiko one after this. We'll see how we go. I might just move on to crochet, give my fingers a bit of a rest, and go from there. See how we go. But I just have to find I think I'm going to go with like a maroon, a dark red, for the binding. So once I've done this, I'll trim it all up and then probably hunt through my scraps this afternoon and see what I can't find for that. But I wanted to get this done by yesterday, both of these done by yesterday, and that just didn't happen. So at least now they're still going to get finished this week, which is great. All right, let's have a look and see how everybody else went. I forgot to say I'm listening to Serpent Sea, the second book in the Spice Road series by an Australian author, Maya Ibrahim, from Sydney. Interesting. How many books do they have, Lois? Hey, Coda, how you going? Thanks for being here. What's happening? What are you doing? Been busy. Hey, Dakota from Amber Lee. Finished the book I was reading. Tinked back the heel and reknitted the heel with the correct stitch count this time. Nice. And Jamie says, I start a new row in my study of determination crochet blanket. That's an interesting title for the blanket. I'll take some pictures for Discord later tonight. Awesome. I can't wait to see it. Finished an interesting self-help on friendships. Nice. Did you learn anything? It's actually got overcast outside. I think this is her second book. Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. Well, that's good. Obviously, is this the second one you've read of hers, or is this the first time you've read hers? That's only interesting. I'm laughing because I've got this, like with my computer, where the down in the corner, if you accidentally brush on it, it brings across the news headlines, and one of the headlines which is trending through the metro is New Spanish Island rule treat tourists like animals. What? Oh, that's so funny. Well, it's not really, but interesting. It only comes across every now and again, so oh, Major incident declared in Godstone after second sinkhole opens up. I'm guessing the Metro is a UK paper. You can't read any of the things. You can only get the headlines. So yeah, there you go. Sorry, I got sidetracked then. It's only 27 degrees here today, which is a nice temperature for here. Read the first in the series, and I'm listening to this one. Not excited by the narrator, though. Oh, that always makes it real hard, doesn't it, when that happens? A narrator can make or break a book, definitely. So hopefully you can get used to it, and it gets a little bit better for you. I have to give this a good wash. I've got this stuff. I think it's called Grandma's Secret. It gets rid of stains, and it definitely gets blood out of quilts and whatnot. Stabbed myself earlier, and I didn't realize that I was bleeding, and I bled on my quilt. So, luckily, it's close to the red. So yeah. I wish I had picked a different backing though, but I was using up scraps, and that's the main thing. Getting rid of some of the scraps and using them up. I think I might have pulled that a little bit too tight, or not tight enough. It's a little bit puffy up the top there. Oh well, it's something, that I'm still like, because I haven't done it before as well. But I do know one thing: if you do hand quilting, make sure that you don't have a tone on tone that is a screen print one, and that it's easy to get a needle through with thick. Like I'm actually using all 6 strands. If I did this again, I'd probably halve it to 3 strands, but I really wanted the stitching to stand out. I wanted it to be thick. So as I said, it was a bit of an experiment. I wouldn't say it's a failed experiment. It'd just be a few things that I'd do different. I definitely used thread conditioner. I'd probably get a proper quilting needle. They're quite long, so you can, do a few stitches at a time. I thought I had one here, but I can't seem to find it, so I don't know where that's gone. Yeah, maybe use a thread conditioner, a quilting needle, halve the amount of, I know that some people use like 12 weight, but I would probably use 3 strands of a 6 strand, which would be a little bit thicker. Then it'd probably be close to a pearl 8, actually, with what I use. Yeah, just looking at it, like, I like the stitching on it. I think it looks great. But just like for my finger wise, I would probably use something a bit different. So yeah, definitely thread conditioner, because while it goes through okay when you first start, as you go on, it starts to get a little bit more difficult. And I honestly thought my thread conditioner was in that sewing box, because that is I have a Dear Jane quilt that I'm doing by English paper piecing. And each block is done by hand. And they are this big. So, and they're all like, they're bits of paper that you sew together. And then there's some applique. I've only done 4 blocks. And there's that one. So, and all the pieces I've got, so this is row F that I'm working on. I think I've got envelopes in here. Okay, so this is A7, and all the bits and pieces are in there for it. So that's that orange peel one. So once I've done them, I'm just putting them in envelopes. These are all empty envelopes. But they come with that. I got these from paperpiecing.com. I think you can still get it. This is when they actually did it. I want to say back in 2016 was when I started getting this, or I got it the year before maybe. And just this row came out. I'm just trying to think whether Mia was born yet or not. But they come with all these, like, it's for foundation paper piecing, obviously. And they come with all the little bits and pieces that you need. There's a ton in here. So there's the squares. And then this is blocks F7 to F13. You can see they're all little bits of paper. And this is F1 to F6. So I'm doing this in a blue and white. So I have been slowly but surely collecting blue and white fabrics, like fat quarter packs and all that sort of stuff. And there's a book to go with this as well. I don't know where my book is. Oh, actually, I think it's on my Kindle because I got the ebook. But I've been slowly but surely collecting blue fabrics. So there's row A. I've got white fabric in here. I've got these blue and whites. I've got some more blue and whites. Oh, that's my binding. Oh, cool. I just found my binding for my red and white Baker's Dozen quilt. So, yeah. And then this is the one that I've started using. So these are all the... And then I've got a whole heap of other blues out there. I've got some jelly rolls and stuff. So this has got, like, Paisleys. So it's got that in it. Got a little bit of that. Got some of that. This is one I have on my shelf. This is a couple of out of layer cakes. So there's all different sorts of fabric. This is a Kate Spain one. This is one off my shelf. This is one I found somewhere. It's like all different sorts of blues. This one's got a paisley on it. Again, out of a layer cake, I've got some jelly rolls and all that sort of stuff. So these are all the fabrics that I've been slowly collecting over time. I did start this back in 2016, but I just wanted to collect the fabrics first. So that's what I've been slowly doing. But this is one that it just stays in here. This is all this is for. And it just stays in here. And then that way I can, piece them together. And I think they're 4 inches. And I've written on the back what they are. So this is A6. This is A8. That's whatever that one is. I didn't write it on the back one, and I didn't write it on that. But they're all from Pack A because I started with Pack A. So, yeah. And so I have a lot more to go. And the DJ quilt has 148 blocks in it. And that will be all hand sewn. So I'm going to... I think I've almost got most of my blue fabric now. So I've just got to... just put fluff all over myself. I've just got to get cracking and start doing them. So I'm going to probably move that. It's been in the it's been moved around the sewing room, but I'm probably going to move that to the lounge room, and then just when I'm sitting there watching TV, start putting ones together, because that's what I was doing, and everything I need is in that. So I think that I had imagined how a character sounded, and the narrator is English and is using an Irish accent and Cockney with some of the characters. Oh, that's a lot. Just finished one a square. I think it's black, and there is not the right light now, and being too lazy to get up and turn the extra light on. That's funny. That's hilarious. Oh, dearie me. That is so funny. I'm like that too. Don't worry. I'm laughing because I'm like, yeah, I couldn't be bothered. Oh, cracks me up. All right. This is the last sprint for today. Let me just have a look. Where are we at? Here we go. This is our little banner that we're going to have going across the bottom there. So this is our last sprint, and I'll tell you, my fingers are going to appreciate that this is the last sprint. My thumb, actually, because it's been hard to get through the fabric that has the screen printing. So I'm glad that I had brought this in with me, because I just ended up going along and piercing all the ones that had where it came to that spot, and Goodness, this is here. All right, so we're going to mute and get back into our crafts, and I will see you at the end of the timer for today's wrap up. All right. I finished, I started on the Sashiko one, so I'm just doing, I don't know if you can see it or not, because I'm doing it in white, but I'm just doing about a 1/4 inch away. It's actually a little bit more than a 1/4 inch, but it's where the seam has rolled over underneath. So that's where I'm stitching it down. So that's going to quilt it, and then I'm just going to do little X's, but I'm not too sure how to do it, so yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I will work it out so I don't have jump stitches on the back, so I will work that out. But to be honest, I don't think it's actually going to need much of quilting on the back because it's quite a sturdy piece. So I should get that sorted today, if not tomorrow. But I finished this one. I gave it a quick press. I've stitched all the way around again, just a 1/4 inch, and then I just stitched down those. So it is all stitched through. You can see the quilting on the back of this, but they're tiny little stitches, so they disappear in the red. And I went and looked while I was out there for a red. It looks really red on the camera, but it's not. It's actually a nice deep burgundy color. And I think that that is going to look so much better for the binding. Let me just flick that out a bit. So the binding will be a little bit, so just a little edge of it across. So I think that that's going to match it a little bit better. So yeah, it's for my first hand quilted one, big stitch one. I'm okay. It's okay. But if, as I said, if I had my time over again, I'd use Pearl 8, which is what I'm using on the Sashiko one, and it's going a lot easier. But this fabric, it was such a pain. Like, it's actually hurt my thumb. So I don't think I'll be crafting anymore this afternoon. I'm going to finish that one off. And then I'm probably going to just, I don't know how I'm going to do it. Oh no, I'll work it out. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just a table runner. It's not, and it's going to be in my room. No one's going to get, and Savannah already knows about it, so she's not going to do anything drastic to it. And it's got fusible fleece, so the wadding isn't going to bunch up. It's just the backing. So I might be able to just tack it on the back to the top of the quilt without having to actually go through it. But I'm happy with this one. It's the first time I've tried it. It's got English paper piecing, and it's all been pieced by hand. Even the borders were put on by hand. So everything here that you see here today has been done by hand. I am, however, going to sew the binding on because I've got that fabric, then I've got the wadding in between, then I've got the fabric on top, and then the binding is doubled, a strip of fabric doubled over. So then I would have to stitch through 5 layers of fabric, and I'm just not up for that. So yeah, so I think that I'll cut that and sew it on because I've got the binding for that one already cut. And yeah, I'll get them sewn on at some stage. I'll probably sit down and have a binding day because I've got a quilt there that's got to have binding put on it. I just have to find the the binding material that goes with the quilt. I've put it away somewhere and I can't find it. So I don't think I'm going to do any crochet or anything today, but because my little thumbs are just like, my fingers are like, they feel like they've been squashed. So yeah, let's have a look and see how everybody went. Coda says, well, I'm just dicking around on the computer about stuff. Just boxed your back. Oh, also, yeah, I did hear that. Cool. At least it wasn't anything too scary. Hey Chantel, how are you? Thank you for joining. Ria lit a candle because I'm cold, and put on a jumper and changed out of my shorts to pants. Winter is happening soon. Yeah, I've definitely felt a change in the nighttime temperatures and stuff like that. And even like we've had really mild weather the last couple of weeks, like very autumnal, bit of wind, all that sort of stuff. So yeah. I have 2 hours until my poll closes in Get a Clue. So reading a book for Read the Beats until then. Nice, nice. Ria's a 41% done with the assistant. Nice. Thank you, Christina. Appreciate it. It will be featured on my vlog tomorrow, no doubt. I'll probably just do a quick update. This is what I got done, all the rest of it, and then I'll do the binding and everything, and it'll go in either tomorrow's or Saturdays, because I'd like to have these fully finished and off. Like, I don't have to do them, and the binding is not going to take me very long at all. So it'll probably be during one of the, like, if I get those bindings sewn on today, it'll be in one of the sprints that I get them both done. So tomorrow. I have done a bed thing and have decided to finish off a bad thing, and decided to finish off a V at 3:30 in the Arvo. Lots of reading tonight for you. Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, you're going to be buzzing all over the place. I need about an inch of a sock. Gladly, I finally took the time to fix the heel. It wasn't as huge fix as far as fixes go, but it was enough to stop me from working on the project for a few weeks. That's exactly what happened with this one. I honestly think that I put this aside because I was having problems when I did the first one. But yeah, the first tree, because of the screen printing fabric, and but I'm glad that I brought the tailors all in and made all those holes, because now I've got it done. So yeah, I'm so glad. And why this one's not done, I couldn't tell you, because I already had everything sorted for that. I think because I just got so disheartened by the crafting and all that sort of stuff last year that I just went, you know what, I'm not doing anything. And that's exactly what happened. I did nothing. So yeah. I laid here for a while, then started another square until still did not turn on. I may be done for the night too. It's fair enough. Thanks for hosting today, Nicole. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Only crafting thing I did today is me researching how to knit a folded brim. There you go. Still crafting. Oh, excuse me. I do apologise for that. These yawns lately, they just come on out of nowhere. It did to me yesterday about this time as well. Still no rain here. Might have been a light rain, not sure. Hello to Coda from Christina. Give me some of that cold, Rhea. Crafty Sprints will be back again next week at the same time. And I've got reading sprints tomorrow. So if you're into reading and you want to even if you're into crafting and you just want to come over and get some craft done, be sure to come on over to Dusty Book Sniffers. Yeah, that was supposed to be bad. I figured as much. Doesn't get New Zealand cold anyway. Not right now. It doesn't at 26 degrees. I am at the same temperature as you. I'm 27, partly sunny. So yeah, there you go. Thanks for being here, Chris. And did I reply to your comment? I think I replied to your comment on the book tube video. So yeah, all right. I feel very productive today. What about everybody else? How are you feeling? You feel like you got a lot done today during sprints? I'm pretty happy with what I got done. No worries, Rhea. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. It's been a great day. For me, I'm really happy with what I've got done. I think I'm mostly happy about this one because my fingers. So it's like, and then I pulled out the thread for the Sashiko one to use the perlite, and I pulled out. I just must have been sticking all the needles into that because I had to pull them all out. And the good thing is, on your computer, if you didn't know, there's actually a built-in needle minder. There's a little magnet. I don't know if you can see it or not, but let me just pull it down. If you're ever stitching in front of your computer, see just here. Watch. It's a magnet. And it just holds all your needles. So where is it? There it is. There it is. So yeah, it's it just, yeah. It's great because I always forget to bring in a needle minder. So I know that although I've got to be careful that I don't put this there because this is a needle minder needle threader. So it's got a magnet on the back, so you can actually throw your needles onto that, which I'm about to do. So yeah, they all stay together. But so if you ever at your computer and you need a, yeah, just do that. For those that missed it, here is Nicole's latest bookish video. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And don't forget to hydrate. I didn't do that. I'm going to scull some water down. Make sure you subscribe and do all the things as well. No. I will not be doing a pillow sham for Marriage Portrait. If I never read that book again, I'll be I'm very hydrated. No, you're not. If you're drinking V's, you're actually dehydrating yourself, not hydrating yourself, Jess. Which wouldn't be good for your cholesterol either. Just saying. Time for the daily vlog. Thank you, Ria. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I hope that you're enjoying them. I had to get my son-in-law to print out my pattern because my eyes are bugging out trying to read it on my phone. All good now. By the way, love watching your daily vlogs. Well, thank you. I thank you for watching. I'm having a lot of fun doing them as well. I wasn't sure how it was going to go. I thought, oh yeah, I might do a month and you know, just to get it back into the swing of things and all the rest of it. And but it's really spurring me on to pull things out and get things finished. So the more stuff I get finished, and eventually I'm going to get to things where I'm starting new stuff. So the next big thing that I have is those boxes and everything that are under my long arm machine. I'm like, oh, I was standing there yesterday and I was looking down. I'm like, oh, there's a lot here. But I think I'm just I've got to go and get another container on the weekend. I'm going to go down and get that because I've got Saturday off. I don't have anything online or anything like that, so I've got Saturday off. So I'm going to go down and get a container to put all the wadding in. And a friend of mine was telling me that the TBR carts that I've got fit underneath the long arm machine. So I'm thinking that I'm going to get a couple of those to put under the long arm machine for my threads and stuff like that. So I'm just getting myself really organized down that end. And then Brendan's coming, is going to be doing the carports out here on the weekend, apparently. So while he's here, I'm actually going to get him to help me move the aircon that he's stuck in my sewing room months and months ago, to get that out so I can organize, because I've got boxes packed and all that sort of stuff. So hopefully I can get all that end organized, and then I'll just feel really comfortable in the sewing room down the quilt. I mean, I am anyway, but it's just a hot mess down there at the moment, and it just needs to be all pulled out, put into boxes, organized, get rid of stuff that I don't want anymore. Like there's a lot of wadding down there, so I'm thinking that I need to find something that I can make with the leftover wadding. Like I've got a couple of quilts there, so I'm probably going to try and piece a bit together and use that for, like, I've got a couple of pieces there that I can use for some of the smaller quilts. So I'm going to piece all of them together to use my scraps and get that sorted, and then start quilting my quilts, because I have I think I have one or two before I can quilt something for myself out of my pile. So I'm hoping to do that. And I know that underneath that machine I have some whips under there as well. So I need to really get on top of them. And yeah, and just make sure that I get all these whips done and get them all quilted. I don't care if I don't get to the binding straight away, but just getting them quilted would be really a good thing to do. At least then, you know, I can have a stack of quilts there, and then during winter I can just sit it there at night and bind the quilt, do one side of the quilt, or during the day when I've got, you know, not as much work on and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, so that is the plan, just get into there and get that all done. So today's quote, which I forgot to read at the beginning, is dreams don't work unless you do. So yeah, that's quite for today. All right. So yeah, really just yay. No, a giant block of ice I could send you, Jess. It was just what I needed. I got sick of water. Yeah, I get like that sometimes too. Oh, I forgot. I will post the pic soon. And no worries. Thank you very much. Rhea says, I love your content, period. Thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Jess, what do you drink instead of water? Because I'm sick of water too sometimes. Well, Jess just had a V. I don't recommend you drink any of that. That stuff just rots your insides. But I mean, I have them occasionally, but very, very rarely. I could probably count in the last 12 months. I think I've had 2. And that was only because I woke up and had no sleep because of neighbours and I had to drive. So, yeah. Makes me stitch while I'm watching you. Are you going to put the project bags up for sale? I need some more. Yes, I am. Don't laugh. I still haven't got those 2 project bags sewn up. Oh, my God. I'm bloody hopeless, I tell you. I think I just have to really pull my head in and get those. Well, one of them is actually for me because it's smaller than my other ones. But I think I've got 8 there that are for sale. So, yeah, they'll be going up into the Facebook group. But I'll let everybody know and put a link of where you can find them and all that sort of stuff. I have a funny for you. You've sent the pictures. All right, what's this funny? Do tell. I did drink a V, but as a person going to study nutrition, I don't recommend it. You can put cucumber or lemon to flavor your water or drink a little real juice. Yeah. I often get herbal teas, so like your fruit teas and stuff like that. And I'll make a hot tea in the morning and let it steep for however long, usually about half an hour. And then I use that cup, and I might put 2 in to make it a little bit stronger. And then I use that cup to flavor my water. So, yeah, that's what I do. I also do that with green tea as well when I'm needing a bit of a kick. But there's high caffeine. So I get things like strawberry tea or a mixture of teas. I've got the puka teas in my cupboard. So I have things that have like cinnamon in it and all that sort of stuff. Just depends what day. And I have them, like if it's a cooler day, but I don't want a hot drink, I'll have a cold tea. But I use a lot of fruit teas and stuff like that. I really like doing that. So you can do, and all I do is I put 1 or 2 tea bags, sometimes depending on the size of the cup. Sometimes this cup here, I'll actually put 3 or 4 tea bags in and make 2 liters of flavored tea, and that's what I'll have for that day. I do it a lot though with green tea. I will try to do something like tea, water, coffee, water, something else, water, tea. You have a broken when you feel like a toddler because you have to ask a husband to cut up your food. Oh, just lap it up, Chantel. Just take it all in. Let everybody help you, because you'll be back to doing everything yourself soon. You might as well enjoy it while you can. It was half a V that was like a month old. Probably makes it worse. I drink water infused with cucumber and mint or strawberry and tangerine. Nice. Water infused might be a way to go. Yeah. If it's cold, I will drink it. I will drink hot water in the morning. I try to drink a glass of water as I wake up, but it doesn't always work. Yeah, I figured your broken finger you were talking about, Chantal. Yeah, try the teas, because there are so many flavored teas out there. Like you can get peppermint teas, you can get like all different sorts of herbal flavors that they put in the teas. You get a lot of fruit teas as well. Just make sure that they're not sweetened with anything, because some, like Lipton and that, they sweeten, have some sort of sweetener in them, so they can be overly sweet. I'm just trying to think of some of the, I don't know, I just grab tea bags out and just make a cold tea. So yeah. Jess, I just sent them to you too. Awesome. All right. On that note, As I said, I'll be back next week. As the little banner says down the bottom, I'll be back at 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. If anything changes, keep an eye out on the video itself and also the community tab. But I don't expect anything to be changing, but you just never know. And yeah, make sure that you subscribe and do all the things down below, check out all the links and all that sort of stuff. But that is it from me today. Have a wonderful day, everybody. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.